Hey everyone, it's Sue here and I'm hungry. It's not even noon. This is what happens on cold, raw, rainy days. So I've got my new sweatshirt, it goes all the way down. It's like we're in a bathrobe, but I don't look like I'm running around my house in a bathrobe. And I'm going to cook something in our quick cooker thanks to my friend Christina. She did some chicken with pesto on it, and I have some homemade pesto that I froze last year. At the end of the summer, I always take my basil plant and I throw it in my food processor with either walnuts or pine nuts and olive oil and Parmesan cheese, and I puree. I think I got 8 cups of pesto last year, so I am actually going to throw some gloves on, and I am going to put it all into my quick cooker today. And I figured I would add some sweet potato, and I had half a squash left, so I'm going to add that into it and cook it all at the same time for lunch, because I don't think my husband really likes pesto. So let's get going. Quick cooker here. If you're not familiar, can you guys see it? Yep. If you guys aren't familiar with the quick cooker, it's a pressure cooker. It's fabulous. It has 16 settings on it, so you can do everything from proofing bread to a cheesecake to chicken and beef stew in like an 1/8 or a 1/16 of the time that it would normally take you to do it. So one of the things that I've made in this recently, and I'll be making when my son comes home, is a big thing of beef stew, and it takes like less than an hour, and it tastes like you've brewed it for like 12 hours in a crock pot. So you always want to make sure when you're using our quick cooker, there are a pressure pop-up valve that will lay flat until it's pressurized, and then on the handle there's a little picture of steam, and then you just match this steam here so that it's facing in the same direction. That way you know that when you push the button to release the steam, it's going to go away from you. And because ours has handles on the bottom and it does not get hot to the touch like other pressure cookers, once I get this going, I'm going to turn it sideways so that the pressure steam goes over the sink and not my cabinets. So this is our little silicone ceramic bowl with a silicone cover, and I am just going to cut my potato literally in half, and I'm just going to stick it in here. So using our 5-inch Santoku knife, that's what I use the most of, and the skin of potatoes is really good for you, so you shouldn't be throwing that away, right? So I'm just going to stick that in here, and then in the bottom there's a little tripod, and I'm going to take that out for a second. I'm going to take some chicken. I have a couple chicken breasts left, and by the way, normally when you're grilling chicken, you should always, I used to skip this stage all the time, but you're supposed to pat your chicken dry and then put rubs on it. Not only will it allow your rubs to stay on your chicken better, but it also makes it so that when you're grilling, you're not poaching it, you're not steaming it. And so it really doesn't matter with what I'm doing today because my pesto is going to stick to it, but I'm just going to pat it dry anyway. Hi guys, welcome for joining me. So this is just 3 chicken breasts. Now my friend did it from frozen. She used frozen chicken breasts because one of the nice great things about using a pressure cooker is that you do not have to worry about whether you've defrosted your meat for dinner, because if you get home from work and you're like, oh crap, the pork chops are frozen, you can stick it right into a pressure cooker here, called our quick cooker, and you can do it right from a frozen state and it will cook it. It takes a little longer to come up to pressure, but you can cook it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and slather a bunch of homemade pesto all over this. So I'm just going to use my gloves because I've got the gloves on, and I'm going to put the whole thing in. And one of the things when you're cooking with a pressure cooker is that you have to have water in it, because the water is what creates the steam and the pressure. So I'm going to add this cup. It's a 1-cup prep bowl, and I'm going to add a cup of water to the bottom so that it has something to steam. And I'm going to do it off to the side so it doesn't end up taking the pesto off the chicken. So now I'm going to just decontaminate. Can't stand that. This is chicken cooties. I can't stand chicken cooties. And then I'm going to put the tripod on top of the chicken, so it's going to touch the bottom here. And I'm going to put this inside. I can actually, you know what I can do is, if this fits, ooh, good. See if I can get the cover on with this. This is a trial run here, folks. Oh, good, I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut my potato into a little bit smaller pieces. I'm going to put it on either side of my squash. So I'm going to have squash and potatoes. I know, 2 orange vegetables. I'm sorry. I just like it. I could have done white potatoes, but sweet potatoes are better for you anyway. So I'm just going to dump my sweet potatoes off to the side of my squash. There we go. So let me show you what it looks like. Come with me. So there we go. So I got a couple sweet potatoes. I got a squash around the edge. I'm just going to put the cover on it, and I'm going to set it to the chicken setting. So let me stick you back on my tripod, see if you guys can see me. Oops, sorry. Y'all getting seasick yet? Sorry. So when you get it on, you're just going to turn the knob. So there's sear, steam, slow cook, proofing, like proofing your bread doughs, chicken and poultry, that's where we're going. There's pork, chicken, fish and seafood, soups and stews, white rice, brown rice, grains, beans, soup, stews and chilies, and a dessert. I just push start. And literally what's going to happen is these little blue lights are going to go around and around and around until it comes up to pressure. When it comes up to pressure, that little red button I showed you will pop up like a turkey timer. You want to make sure that this steam handle is flat so that it can build pressure, and then it's going to cook, and it's going to cook in 15 minutes, and then lunch will be ready. So I'll take a picture of what lunch looks like later, and then I'm going to use leftover shredded pesto chicken, and I'm going to do it on a veggie chicken pizza for tonight. So what are you guys doing on your day off? I am freezing because I'm trying not to start a fire in my wood stove, and I'm doing a lot of mailings because this is Pampered Chef's 38th anniversary on the 15th, and I have been challenged myself and my team to book 38 catalog shows. So I send you a catalog, I create a link for you, and you collect $200 in orders. You're going to get one half price item, one 60% off item, $20 free, and you're going to get into a drawing for $38 in free products for our 38th anniversary. And I'm only up to 26, so I still have some more shows. So if you want to do a quick catalog show, I mean, $200 in orders, that's like 4 to 6 orders, people. It's super easy. Let me know, comment below, and I will get a catalog in the mail to you tomorrow. I'm packing them up today. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Have a great day off.